Hey Lonestar Ranchers, I hope everybody had a wonderful week. While Louie was up here, I decided to jump on real quick and give everybody an update on what has been happening this week. First off, as you can see, the fly masks came off. With the colder weather or cooler weather, the flies aren't bothering them, so we get to see their beautiful faces again. It's the best part of fall, honestly. I miss seeing their faces during the summer. But other than that, Louie specifically, with the weather changing and getting cooler, his spasms in his back legs are more prominent. He's smart enough that it's weather like this. He usually doesn't go out for very long. He usually likes to stay underneath the shelter while everybody else is out and about. Abe's already made his way back to the back pastures. Other than that, you can see that his knee pads are back on. Those are back on because when he is sleeping again, he is starting to go down on his knees. With this hard surface, he does end up getting cut up and bruising his knee. So the knee pads went back on. Other than that, he is looking very good heading into winter as far as holding his weight. He is scheduled to have a dental later on this month, at the end of the month. Actually, they all do. So that's going to help with making sure that he's not losing any feed or dropping any feed, which is a sure sign that their teeth need to be done. And he will have an easier time with chewing his hay. Actually, they all will. As far as Abe is going, Abe has had to have his clenbuterol boosted up to 5 milliliters twice a day. His allergies were kicking in. We had him up there for about 3 weeks. Now with the cooler weather, I kicked him back down to what he was before, which was 3 milligrams. I just did that the other day, so he's not having, I'm not seeing any adverse effects from doing that, and his breathing looks good, so I'm happy with that. The other thing that we did this week was that we did go down and see 2 horses. Once again, that the owner is looking to sell prior to moving. Unfortunately, both of the horses' legs do look worse as far as their swelling size. If you don't remember, the horses have chronic progressive lymphedema. The one that has it worse, the infection does seem to have, at least the outward signs of it does seem to have resolved itself. At least he's not as bad. The other one, who it was just at the fetlock, is now moved up to the knee, so that's of a concern. We're going to need to make a decision pretty soon if we are going to rescue these 2, and I'll just leave it at that. When I make a decision, I will let everybody know. You know, I'm all about transparency, and whatever the decision is, I will give you the reasoning behind it. So, but like I said, that does have to happen fairly soon, since the owner is moving. Other than that, Solomon is still doing well. He's getting a little, his personality is coming out more with it being cooler weather. Usually the drafts are a little logy when it's warm out, and when it starts to cool off, he has become a little more spirited, which is fine to some extent, except for the fact that he shouldn't be running around, and he has been. He is eating more hay again, which is good. You know, with the change in the seasons, the grass has not been growing as well because of not having any rain, and now because of the seasons changing, it really isn't growing. So he doesn't have much left to nibble on his side. So I have upped the amount of hay that he's getting, and he is a very happy camper. Other than that, you know, his front leg has dropped again, unfortunately. So we're keeping an eye on that, just to make sure that he's comfortable and nothing horrific happens. And we have made the decision with him that we are going to let him go before the snow flies. His leg is just progressing too quickly, and it's not going to make it through the winter. So my philosophy has always been, let them go on a good day. And what that means is that you don't want to have to make the decision based on something catastrophic happening. You want them to be able to enjoy their last days without pain, and that is what we intend to do with Solomon. He deserves that. That's the least he deserves from us, since so many people have let him down, is that he is able to go out without pain, without something catastrophic happening to his leg, and happy and healthy. So that will happen, unfortunately, sooner rather than later. That date I will not make public. That is something I will keep private. But obviously I will let you know when it does happen. But if you could keep Solomon in your prayers, I would greatly appreciate it. It doesn't come, the decision does not come easy. He is an amazing horse who deserves so much better than what he got out of life. I've hoped that he has enjoyed his almost 5 months with us, and that we were able to bring him some joy. But yeah, but that's what's going on with Saul. Other than that, I told you guys about the dentals. Nothing else is really going on right now. It's really trying to figure out about the horses that we're getting contacted about and what we're going to do. And getting ready for winter and getting ready for the giving season that's coming up rather quickly. So that's it for the update, guys. I hope everybody has a good rest of the weekend, and we will talk next week. Be well, Roan Ranchers.